Welcome back to the Hit Spot. I'm Chad Range alongside Jesse Finney. Now, it's coming up soon. We talked about the UFC with Anderson Silva taking on Chris Weidman and, of course, Ronda Rousey taking on Miesha Tate. But we have an old friend that's going to be fighting there. You touched on it. You'll be there for the event. And he's been a friend of our show since we were on radio, and somehow they put us on the internet. I have more of a face for radio, but here we are. Bobby Voelker is going to be fighting William Macario, and you're going to be there to witness it all.
Yes, I'm lucky enough to be there with him. Bobby's been a friend of mine for many years, and I got to tell you something. This is going to be a hell of a show, and what a show to be on at the end of the year. And it's going to be, man, it's time to roll, boys.
Absolutely. Well, we are joined now by Bobby Voelker. Bobby, I tell you what, you want to talk about fighting on the big stage. Jesse and I were talking kind of during the break. If you could pick one UFC fight to be in or watch, or this is a good one here.
UFC, yes, this UFC is the one to be on. I mean, I think it's going to be the biggest one ever. I don't see how it couldn't. Look at Anderson Silva trying to get his belt back. Who wouldn't want to see this one? So, yeah, and I mean, from what I've seen, pay-per-view sales are going great, and it's just they raised the price of it a little bit and everything. So I guess they're assuming it's going to be a great one too.
Well, it's always an explosive fight when you're in there. You're taking on William Macario. What do you know about your opponent on this one?
From his fight, I know he's 6-7-1, something like that. Most of his fights, he likes to get in there, throw some big hooks, some big overhands, and try to, stumble his opponent.
How is your camp going overall, Bobby, and how do you feel?
Great. I mean, it's great to have a good, solid, good 8-9 week camp that I've had, which is exactly what I needed, and I feel like Superman. He can't stop me. There's no way he's going to stop me. It's impossible. So he's got something ahead of him.
Oh, I love it.
Hurting.
So let me ask you, Bobby. You got 2.5 weeks right now. What do you got going the next? What's your plan for the next 2.5 weeks to lead up to this fight?
For the next week and a half, just keep on training the way I'm training. I've cut my my food portion size down a little bit just about a week ago. So just as it gets close to the fight, everything just gets a little tighter, a little bit more precise, a little bit more, just more cardio than trying to just exert, your strength and everything, just to try to, make yourself just peak at that right moment. So that's kind of what I have planned for the next 2.5 weeks up until fight time.
Well, I tell you what, I saw you last Friday night, man, and you looked in great shape. I mean, incredible shape. Probably the best shape I've ever seen you in. And
I'm in a phenomenal shape. I'm quicker and stronger and faster than I've ever been. Like I said, I feel like a Superman right now. I feel like nobody can beat me. It's been a good, strong, solid camp. You always have your little, nicks and dings here and there, but it's been nothing to slow me down or anything. So this has all come together real nicely for, December 28th.
We're talking with Bobby Voelker, who will be fighting in UFC 168 on December 28th. He's fighting William Macario. And Bobby, you were very, very active in the UFC for 2013. Talk about your goals for 2014 and maybe a fight you'd like to, see yourself in, one you can really think that, hey, this could really put me on the map and really be my, turning point.
2014, my plan is to win them all. Well, win all the fights that UFC puts me in. I've got you. These last two have been two tough ones for me, and they've taught me a lot. They really have. So, and I've learned. I've always learned from my mistakes, so I've learned very well. So now I'm ready to go, ready to rock and roll, ready to take William out, ready to get 2014 started right, get on another card, and just keep it rolling for 2014 and make the best of it.
Bobby, if someone said to you, hey, listen, you have one guy in the UFC that you could fight, that would be fight of the night, okay, not just to win the title or something like that, and had a fight of the night written all over it, who would it be?
Who would it be? Man, a fight of the night in the UFC at 170 welterweight for me, I think a great one would be someone like Nick Diaz, that caliber of fighter, someone who just really wants to get after it. He's got phenomenal cardio. His stand-up's amazing. His ground's amazing. But I think it'd be a stand-up war and battle, and I think we'd really get at it.
And you had mentioned the things that you had learned in 2013. Kind of talk about what you have learned and things you're focusing on getting better for 2014.
Just staying consistent in my training. I've got a real busy life outside of fighting. So just really keep it in my head, stay where you're at and continue to get better. Don't take too much time off. You know, sometimes I get a little injury that I might baby a little too much and take a extra couple weeks off or so. So now I'm just gonna, you know, at the level I'm at, I've got to stay consistent. This is my job. This is my life. So I have to do it every day.
Well, man, thanks for everything, Bobby. Really appreciate you coming on. Listen, stay healthy.
Absolutely.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.
No, yeah, I'm staying healthy. I'm doing it all right. I'm staying very healthy and ready to get at it, 110%, December 28th.
And hopefully a Christmas present comes a little late for you with a big win on December 28th.
Oh, it will.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
That's very good. Bobby Voelker taking on William Macario on possibly the biggest pay-per-view ever.
Yeah, it really is.
He'll be in the prelims. That's on Facebook, correct?
Yes, he'll be on the Facebook portion, but they've been saying like 80% of them have been going on network TV as well, so you can probably see it on Facebook or on network TV on Fox Sports 1. A funny story about Bobby is I actually, a company that it's called Elite MMA Management,
right?
Manages Bobby. I'm part owner in it. Called Bobby with this, and I said, Bobby, listen, they want you to fight. I want you to fight at the end of the year. I said, it's coming up. I said, if you could pick one fight card, what would you fight on? He goes, oh, man, please. He's like, Jess, man, get me on the Anderson Silva card. I said, you're already on it.
Wish granted.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. And I mean, he's a guy who I really think is starting to, make a name for himself. He's been taking a lot of these fights on very short notice. So I'm sure for him, it's nice to be able to say, this is your opponent. Let's get it, boom,
yes,
let's get it
absolutely.
on.
There were 7 guys that turned down the Robbie Lawler fight.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Called Bobby Voelker and said, hey, listen, would you be interested in fighting Robbie Lawler? He said, absolutely. I said, it's in 2 weeks. He said, oh, awesome. He said, you know what? I'll do it. And there were 7 other guys that turned that fight down. The guy's a true warrior. The one thing with Bobby, man, the guy loves to bang. He loves to put on a fight.
That's what I was going to say.
Is he the best wrestler in the world? Is he the best jiu-jitsu player in the world? Is he the best boxer in the world? Is he the best? You know what? No, he's not. But what he is, he's damn exciting.
No, absolutely.
I mean, he's one of the guys that we all love to watch.
Exactly. And that was the thing. And, you said 7 people turned that fight down. And most anyone else who would have went out there with Robbie Lawler probably would have tried to lay on him.
Right,
Bobby
exactly.
went toe-to-toe.
And look where Robbie Lawler's at right now.
Oof, yeah.
I have some news on Robbie Lawler coming up here, maybe breaking here in a few weeks.
Absolutely. Well, something we're going to tackle here is UFC Fox 9 now, live from Sacramento, California. And I tell you what, it's late here in the season. I'm on the brink of 500. You are 56-28. I'm 44-40. I'm taking just the opposite of what you do.
Good.
So you can break these fights down.
I love it.
If I'm gonna do anything, I don't even know if there's enough time in the hourglass to close this gap. But if I'm gonna close it, I'm gonna have to have the exact opposite. Now, having that said, if you go perfect, I do come in at 500 here. So.
Right, but
so
what about the next time then? What you gonna do there?
Well, if it's in December, I'm gonna have to.
Here's our deal, okay? The winner, we're gonna go to the end of the year. Loser's gonna buy steaks and beer. Tonight is the night I get my steak and beer because mathematically this man's out. Now, what I want to impose to you is I will in turn do the same for you. If you let me pick your pick and you take the opposite until the end of the year,
absolutely.
And if you go under 500, I'll buy you steaks and beer.
Okay. Well,
all right. And if not, you're gonna buy again.
So 2.
Well,
so if I stay above 500.
If you stay above 500,
I gotta think about this.
Oh,
you put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you on this one, but I am taking the opposite
hey, listen,
for sure.
I need a commitment from you. I need it right now. It's steak and beer. Now you tell me.
But it's coming out of my wallet twice, or maybe 50-50.
Right. I'm willing to do it. You should be willing to do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put myself behind the 8 ball here. Yeah. We'll do it. Yeah.
All right. You heard it here.
That's fine. We'll do it.
Kevin Fowler.
All right. You'll mark it. So, okay, we'll get things started here. It begins with you. I'm taking the exact opposite. Of course, we want to hear from our fans out there. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want to sponsor this segment, and then we can, tie it into if you're a restaurant, hot wings. I'll have to buy him hot wings or whatever. But hit us up on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Hit Squad at 101 ESPN. Twitter handle, the exact same thing at Hit Squad 101 ESPN. We're going to be tackling the UFC Fox 9 fights live from Sacramento here. What we're doing is Joe Lawson and Mac Danzig. Now, of course, I'm taking the opposite.
Love it.
What do you got cooking for us
Mr.
here?
Joe Lozon on this one.
Mr. Joe Lozon.
So that'll only put you 3 down.
Yeah, at this point. And then we got Chad Menendez taking on Nick Lentz.
It's a great fight right there. I really do. I like this fight. These are two exciting guys. Lentz likes to bang it out, man. But I gotta tell you something. If anybody comes out of Uriah Faber's camp up there, Chad Menendez is a great wrestler, and I think the wrestling's gonna actually dictate the fight on this one. And I'm gonna go with Chad Menendez.
He's 15-1 taking on Nick Lentz, 26-5-2 with 1 no contest. Obviously, Lentz a veteran, but Chad Menendez, I mean, that's an impressive record. And like
Yes,
you said,
it is.
fighting out of Uriah Faber's camp, he's got to be decent.
All the little guys, man, they just seem to congregate right there, and I think it's a great camp for the little guys, and I think that he's going to come out on top.
Uriah Faber will be fighting on this card as well. I wonder when they're going to put him on a main event. He's been doing well. I swear, I thought he was at the end. I thought he was ready to hang up the gloves and get into the fashion or get into other things. He is a smart guy.
He's a sharp guy.
He's not gonna. Even if he's not fighting, he would be doing something else in the world of probably mixed martial.
He's got some clothing line
Right.
out there right now. He's got a little promotion going on right now. He's also fighting right now.
And he's doing a great job fighting.
Right.
That's what's been the amazing part of this is that he really has come back.
One thing that he's actually, this is to prove how smart he is, he actually took a step back and hired a coach up there. So he wasn't having to try to juggle being a coach, doing this. He's hired a coach and brought him in. So now he can focus on his fighting as well. And that proves how smart he really is.
He did. I remember reading an interview saying,
Dwayne Ludwig.
I had too many irons in the fire.
Right.
And, when you're a fighter, you really can't do that.
Especially at this level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're an amateur who's got other things going on, maybe you can balance that act. But we're talking UFC. He's going to be taking on Michael McDonald. Not the singer, but the actual fighter. Uriah, 29-6, has really looked good. Michael McDonald, 16-2, so he's pretty damn good too.
Yes, he is. And I'm going to go with the whole left side right here so far. I'm going to go with Uriah Faber on this one as well. He's on a hot streak. I think that he had and here's why I say this. I think he had a great camp. I think that he had a great camp because he's got Chad Menendez in his camp, so they're all trained together for the same goal. You got Uriah Faber in the same goal. They're all fighting in their hometown in Sacramento, California, and that's a good one, man. I gotta tell you, I think that their camp's gonna come out strong that time.
Uriah is looking good. He's gonna want another shot at that title, obviously, before it's all said and done. Well, Demetrius Johnson, very interesting fight here for the main event, taking on Joseph Benavidez, 19-3. Benavidez.
It's a tough one. I understand.
Benavidez.
Here's the thing with Joseph Benavidez is he is actually another guy that's out of the Faber camp. That's the alpha male. And I got to tell you, man. I mean, their camp is doing really well. And if it wasn't for DJ or Demetrius Johnson, I would actually go with Mendez. But I think DJ's on such a hot streak right now. I think he's going to actually end up pulling out a 5-round decision. We'll see what happens.
You did just go with the left side of the card there.
Left side,
that makes it easy for our producer, Kevin Fowler.
That's what it's all about.
That's right, baby. Making it easy, my man. Yeah. Left side. And like I said, so if you sweep it, I become 500. Now, if I go below 500, just to clarify,
at the end of the year, if you go below 500, I get to pick from here on out.
Yeah, you're
okay. And I'm buying for you.
Okay.
Okay.
If not,
you're buying for me twice.
You heard it here, folks. It's 101sports.com. Join us for our next segment. We'll be tackling the Knuckle Junkies question right here, 101sports.com.